Was Assassin's Creed Nexus VR any good, and was it any fun on the VR Catwalk treadmill? Let's talk about it. I've been streaming this over the last couple days, and while it's not been a perfect experience, it has definitely been a really fun one, and it's certainly one of the most unique video game experiences I've ever had. Let's talk about the game first. There are limitations because it was built for the MetaQuest 2, which is by now pretty old VR technology, and it's apparent when you play it. It feels like a PSVR 1 game would feel. So with that, there comes just a little bit of jank. Things are not perfect. They don't always match your movements or what you want to do perfectly. There's some AI issues. But that being said, when it works, it really works. And it feels really cool. I know it looks goofy, but that's the thing about VR, is when it works really well, it doesn't matter how dumb it looks from the outside, it feels really cool to do. And while I wouldn't necessarily call it a full-fledged Assassin's Creed game, you do all the things. You run, you do parkour, you climb, you hide, you eavesdrop. I'm not showing it all here because it's a lot of footage to come through from the live stream, but you do a little bit of everything, and it does feel cool. But how much of my enjoyment is because of the treadmill? That I can't say. I've only played this with the treadmill, and I can't separate the treadmill from the game. To me, they are one and the same, and I wouldn't want to play this any other way. It's not always perfect. The footstepping especially, you run a little bit slower than it feels like you should be in the game. And from what I've noticed with the treadmill, this varies from game to game. It depends on how the games handle it, but it always feels like you have to do 2 steps for every single step in Assassin's Creed, but when you're running, you kind of forget about that. And in general, it works more than it doesn't, kind of like Assassin's Creed. While it's not perfect, it definitely helps, especially when you're in the parkour sequences, you're running across rooftops. It really helps immerse you in the experience. And I could not imagine playing this without the treadmill at this point. But if you want to see more, if you want to see the treadmill in action, I'm not done with the game yet, and I'm live playing it right now. At the time posting it is Monday night, and I'm going to be live finishing Assassin's Creed on this treadmill. So hit the live, come join me, and see what this looks like for yourself. It's really silly, but I promise you I'm having a lot of fun.